Hi doll babies, Sin here. So today we are doing a silk fusion therapy video. Now this one is going to be on the matted hair. My client is from California, and she comes out from California to see me every couple of months, but recently she's had some issues with being able to manage her hair. So this go around we had like extreme matting and tangling. The angle of the video, for the most part, you can see most of the matting and tangling, but I need everybody to keep in mind these videos that I post on my YouTube for you guys, these aren't women that I post on my Instagram like, hey, you know, if anybody wants to come and get a free hairdo. So all of these are paying customers, and at one point in every video, at one point you'll see me talking to somebody else because my next client will be there probably a little early or something, and we'll all be having conversations because this is a client. This day in particular, I had like 13 clients back to back to back. So I apologize if my angles aren't always 100%, you guys, because I'm not doing it just for YouTube, okay? Anywho, so this is featuring Silk Fusion Therapy. You can go to my website, www.dialface.biz, to purchase your products. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the description box below all of the products that I use for my collection in this video. So right now I am detangling her hair. Like I said, I don't know if you can see the mats that good, but we have a lot of matting. Initially, I detangled the first time when she got her deep conditioning treatment at the very beginning, and it was way worse than this. It was actually a little dreaded. Before I put water on it at all, I got most of them out. Before I put water on her hair, actually all of the dreads I got out before I put water on her hair, and then I deep conditioned her, but there were still a few mats and tangles that I wanted to leave in until after the deep conditioning treatment set in, because sometimes you can save a lot of hair if you moisturize it first before you before you detangle and get out the mats. So just like right here, you can see I'm blow drying her hair, and as I get it a little more dry, it's easier for me to get the mats and the tangles out without breaking the hair off. So as you can see, that section right there is done. It doesn't have any mats or tangles in it. You'll see as I'm doing this section, I'm gonna stop in a second and pick up my comb. So it's one of those combs where one side of it is like sort of kind of wide tooth, and then the other one, the teeth are a little closer together. So that is the side that I'm using, the teeth where it's a little closer together. Right there. Yes, Jesus. So I always try to tell people when you're combing out tangles, try to start from the bottom of the mat or the tangle or whatever you want to call it, instead of the top. Start from the bottom and go up slowly. I had to speed this video up for you guys, otherwise it would have been, you know, a little minute. But it could look like I'm hurting her, but I am not, you guys. It's not hurting her at all, and that's what makes silk fusion therapy so magical, because it helps the brush and the comb and everything just glide through with ease. So this video is going to be pretty self-explanatory, you guys, so just keep watching. Now at this point, ladies, we're beginning the straightening process. I'm using my EAP heat flat irons to get around her edges, and I've also used Silk Fusion polish as the heat protectant and the shine spray. That's all I'm going to be using at this point. So I'm just going and I'm taking small sections. Now I try to tell people, I'll see in the comments, people are like, oh, why do you take such big sections? Well, understand that when heat damage occurs, it's because the person who's putting heat on the hair in the first place. See, Sophie's apologize. Anyway, the person who's using heat, they're using too small of a section, so there's a shitload of heat being concentrated on one small section of hair. So everybody keep that in mind. The sections don't have to be as small if you use the right amount of pressure. And by pressure, I mean as you're using the flat irons, like squeeze, put a little bit of pressure on the flat irons, and then that's what's gonna get you maximum heat. Some of you just, or not some of you, but some people, I'll see them just take the flat iron and glide it right down and then wondering why their hair is not getting straight. Well, that's because you're not exerting the right amount of pressure on the flat iron, so it's not working to its fullest potential, because you basically just blew the hair a kiss. You just blew the hair a kiss if you don't use no tension. Jesus. As you can see right here, that's a pretty, I don't really want to use the word thick section, but it's not a thin section either, and it's not gonna stop nothing. See, you still get the soak. It's okay. You don't have to use those itty bitty sections of hair. You don't. And that's another thing that contributes to heat damage. And I try to tell people all the time, heat is not the only way you can damage natural hair. It's probably one of like 20 other ways you can damage natural hair. I'm the only person who straightens her hair. As you can see, she doesn't have heat damage. However, I don't live in her city, and she manages her hair on her own. And like I said, we have some extreme matting and tangling. So heat is not the only cause of damaging natural hair. Keep watching. So right now we have reached the consultation part of the process. So as you guys saw, right before I changed it to the white cape, it looked all thick and sexy and stuff, yes. But yeah, no, there's actually quite a lot of hair that needs to go. However, I only do what my clients are comfortable with. So right now we're having a conversation. I'm actually taking a picture of the back of her head so she can see exactly what other people see when they look at it, so she can make her decision. She just showed me exactly how much she wants to cut. That is what I do with all of my clients. This client in particular did not want to get rid of all of the damage, which is fine. It's your head. I don't have to walk around with your head. It is absolutely okay. I only do what my clients are comfortable with doing, and then once they tell me what they are comfortable doing, then I do the best I can to make sure we can get the best look and the best result out of what they have decided on. So that is pretty much it, you guys. Right now I am just going to finish trimming her ends and making sure everything that was uneven is even. You guys follow me on Instagram. Make sure you rate this video, comment, and subscribe. And Yes, did I just say subscribe? I meant subscribe. Jesus. Okay. Well, you guys have a nice day. Bye-bye.